Hi guys, it's Miss Fiella. I just wanted to do a video for you to review for your quiz tomorrow. Okay, I'm going to do just a couple of these questions that are on your quiz, similar ones, so that you can get a better score for this week, okay? These are going to be almost exactly like the ones on your quiz, so if you're watching this video, you should have no problems with these types of questions, okay? There's about 4 questions on your quiz on angles, so let's review that really quick. If you have an angle that looks like this, remember, an angle is labeled with 3 letters. So this is angle A to B to C, A, B, C. Now, what type of angle, though, is this? Remember, we talked about a right angle, which is 90 degrees, makes that L shape. A straight angle, which is a straight line, 180 degrees. We talked about an acute angle, which is less than 90 degrees, and an obtuse angle, which is greater than 90 degrees, but less than 180 degrees. So when I think of acute, I think little, small. Obtuse, think big opening. So this is a little opening. This is less than a right angle, which makes the L. So this is angle ABC, and it is acute. Okay? Now, if I was to draw a obtuse angle, it would look like this. That big opening, see that? This is angle ABC, so I would label it angle symbol, ABC, and that is obtuse, okay? Straight angle just looks like a straight line with 3 letters still, and a right angle makes that L, square corner. That is a right angle, 90 degrees exactly. This one is 180 degrees, a straight angle, exactly, okay? We also had to add or subtract to find missing angle measures, so you're gonna see something similar on your quiz. So for example, if you're given something like this, here's angle ABC, and then I'm gonna make a little angle here that measures 45 degrees. Now, again, follow your letters, angle D, B to C, okay? That's 45 degrees. I want to know what is the angle measure of angle ABD, or we could say it as angle DBA. So what is angle DBA equal? I need to find this angle here. I don't know it. So for this one, it seems kind of tricky, but remember in my other lesson, I told you, you are given another piece of information here. This we said is a straight angle. A straight angle, this whole big angle is 180 degrees. So I know the total is 180 degrees. If you're given the total of the 2 smaller angles, you subtract to find the missing angle. So I'm going to do 180 minus 45 degrees. I have to borrow. And I get 135 degrees. So angle DBA is 135 degrees, okay? Same thing if you were given something that doesn't have a straight angle. Say you were given something like this, angle ABC, and I told you this small angle here is 25 degrees. Angle DBC is 25 degrees. But then I told you that angle ABC, this whole big angle, is 120 degrees. Now for this one, I told you the total. I told you the whole big angle here is 120 degrees. I told you that this one small angle, angle DBC, is 25 degrees. So to find the missing angle, again, I'm going to subtract to find that missing angle. And I have to borrow to subtract here, okay? And it is 95 degrees. So angle ABD, or you could say it as angle DBA, is 95 degrees, okay? If you were given a question where you were given the 2 smaller angles, for example, here's angle ABC. And I told you this angle here, angle DBC, is 35 degrees. I also told you angle ABD is, let's see, 90 degrees. I'm sorry, not 90 degrees, 85 degrees. I want to know the measure of angle ABC. I want to know the total of the big angle. If you do not know the total, you add the two angle measures, 85 degrees plus 35 degrees, and I get 120 degrees is the total of the whole angle. Okay? Oh, I'm sorry. Yep, 120 degrees. Okay? So that is adding and subtracting to find your missing angle measures, okay? Alrighty, we also talked about types of lines. So if you get a question that asks you about what are two lines that form a right angle? So remember, two lines that form a right angle, a square corner, those are perpendicular lines. Okay? Lines that never touch, that never intersect, if you get a question like that, those are parallel lines. Two lines that intersect but do not form right angles are called intersecting lines. Okay? Okay, those are your three types of lines. Alrighty? We also talked about some other types of lines. What if you get a question that asks you, what is a type, a geometric term? Okay, these are all geometric terms or vocabulary words. What is a geometric term for if it has 2 points? What is this called? The geometric term is a line segment. A line segment has 2 endpoints. What if it said, what is a geometric term for something that has 1 point and goes on and on forever in one direction? That is an example of a ray. That's the geometric term. What if it said, what is the geometric term for something that goes on and on in both directions? Goes on and on forever in both directions. That is a line, okay? And these are also labeled with letters, but only 2 letters, not 3 letters like angles. So this is line segment AB. That's how I would write that. This is ray. I'm going to put a little ray symbol, ray AB. This is line. I'm going to put a little line and the 2 letters AB underneath. If it was to ask you, what is the geometric term for an exact location in space? That is a point. And that's how you would write that, okay? That is point A. Alrighty, those are all of our terminology, our geometric terms for our types of lines. Okay, we had our angles. Also with angles, it might ask you to find the angle measure, and this is the tricky one. Okay, find the angle measure of 2/6 of a circle. Remember in our video lesson, a circle is 360 degrees. The whole thing is 360 degrees, okay? So if I want to know what 2/6, the angle measure of 2/6 of a circle, the denominator is how many equal pieces you have in your circle. So I'm going to break this into 6 equal pieces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 equal pieces. I want to know the angle measure of 2 of those pieces. So there were 2 steps for this. Step 1, we have to divide the total amount of degrees, 360, by the denominator of 6. 6 goes into 36 6 times. 6 times 6 is 36. Subtract, I get a 0, bring down the 0. After you bring down, you repeat, divide again. How many times does 6 go into 0? 0 times. So my answer is 60 degrees, but that's not my final answer. 60 degrees is one piece of that circle. I want to know how the angle measure of 2 of those pieces. So step 2 was to multiply the degrees you got times the numerator, 2. And that gives me 120 degrees. You could also just add 60 plus 60, okay? So my answer is 120 degrees, not the 60 degrees. There are 2 steps, okay? Remember that for your quiz. It's the same steps. It doesn't matter what fraction you're given. You could be given 4/8 of a circle, 5/8 of a circle. You could be given 3/12 of a circle. Same 2 steps, okay? There's also a review on your quiz about prime and composite numbers. Remember, a prime number has exactly 2 factors. Okay? A composite number has more than 2 factors. So it could have 3 factors, 4 factors, 5 factors, more than 2 factors. Okay? Keep in mind prime and composite numbers. Number 1 is neither prime nor composite. We talked about in our video lesson, the number 2 is the only even prime number. It is prime, which means it only has 2 factors. 1 times 2 are the only 2 numbers that multiply together to give you the number 2. All other even numbers are composite because they all will have a factor of 2. Okay? Remember, when you want to know if a number is prime or composite, for example, the number 57. Is this prime or composite? Well, I'm going to find all the factors of the number 57. So I'm going to make my chart 1 through 9. I know 1 times 57 gives me 57. Is there anything times 2? No, because it's not an even number. Is there anything times 3 that gives you 57? If you don't know, remember, you have to divide or skip count. I can skip count by 3 and see if I get to 57, or I can divide. 57 divided by 3. And when I do my division, 3 goes into 5 once. 1 times 3 is 3. 5 minus 3 is 2. Bring down the 7. Divide again. How many times does 3 go into 27? 9 times. 9 times 3 is 27. Which means 3 is a factor. There was no remainder. 3 times 19 gives you 57. So that is actually composite. It looks like it would be a prime number. So some of us just say, oh, no. But really, you have to do the work. Divide or skip count by all these numbers to see if it is a factor. Okay, that will tell you if it is prime or composite. Okay? Alrighty, I think that is it for my review. I know that was a little quick. So if you have any other questions, let me know. You can message me on Edmodo, and good luck on your quiz.